Hello, nerds! Welcome to Whiskey Wednesday.
Hashtag clink drink.
Clink drink.
Clink. Who have spotted it, I'm not drinking whiskey. I'm drinking Dr. Pepper and gin. So.
Don't worry, ladies and gentlemen. This is not disingenuous because I am drinking scotch. It's
right.
a Glenfiddich 12 because that's what I can afford at this time.
That sounds fancy. I'm drinking out of a beaker test tube measuring cup. We're talking about episode 3 of season 2. To LARP
to
or
LARP
not to LARP.
Or not to LARP.
Perfect.
Yep. Keeping it. Okay. All right. Now we're coming to a fierce debate. LARP versus SCA. And to clarify, I'm an SCA, which is Society for Creative Anachronism, and Xander is a LARPer, which is live action roleplay, which is what this challenge was about. The definition for the title for SCA, for the Society for Creative Anachronism, is recreating the arts and skills that predate 17th century Europe.
Kind of like Civil War reenactments type of thing, but just a different time period.
Exactly. And we don't use lightning bolts or beanbags or foam
Well, I think
swords.
that's one of the main differences, too. With LARPing, a lot of the times you're creating a world, and I think the difference that they didn't really show in the show is that a lot of the times you'll have a game master. So it's just like Dungeons & Dragons. You're sitting down and someone's telling a story, and you're living in that story. So we take liberties like nobody's business. A lot of the LARPing that I do is on stage with my troop Dungeon Master, which has been mentioned a few times. People see it as this weird other thing, and it's not. It's basically Halloween.
Little Caesars?
Here's the thing about Little Caesars. Like, we know that it's an ad in the middle of the show. You know it's an ad in the middle of the show, but they do a lot for the show. And
they really do.
With anything, you need sponsorships. You need something to keep the show going. So, you know, it's just kind of something that we have to do. And it was funny, like, especially the awkward moment on the Midas Touch attack. So, Mary Kate, hashtag nerd boner.
Nerd boner.
A little bit inappropriate, but totally funny.
I don't think a nerd boner is awful at all.
No.
So embrace your nerd boners.
Embrace your nerd boners. It's my staff.
Boom! Bringing it back. We bringing it back from the first episode.
It's a callback.
Because let me tell you, adolescent me was out and going like, Kevin Sorbo, what are you doing here?
Kevin Sorbo, look who's all grown up now.
Holla, holla. Okay, so the nerd off was really awesome. Let me tell you, my favorite part was my wee Matt there, because
he was drunk.
He was so drunk.
I
loved him. Because that was Clink Drink side, by the way. Clink Drink. I really honestly wish that after that game that I was just like, we should go have a drink because I need one, obviously.
Yeah.
At Rebel_Mal1810 asked, what was the thought sending Mary Kate in instead of maybe a bigger threat?
So, with the Titans of Rigel's side, I think that Kayla and I were against putting you into the nerd off because not only were we friends, but like we just didn't want to do that. But we didn't have the majority. There were only 2 of us and there were 3 of them, and they were all about it. And so it was kind of a weird dichotomy because they thought that they viewed you as the weakest player at the time, but I knew your tabletop background. So I was a little bit more okay with putting you in because we knew that it was going to be a tabletop challenge. And
right.
I even pulled you aside and I had said, you know, my team is going to be voting you into the nerd off. I can't control it. Like, I have only 1 vote. It won't make a difference.
If people don't know this, Xander and I actually had a little bit of an alliance going on.
We had a lot of bit of an alliance. Yeah.
And we had pulled each other aside, and we were going to try to take over pretty much. And what was a part of it was that we were going to defend each other in our circles if we were ever in the nerd off, which is exactly what I saw you do in whenever my name was brought up in y'all's circle. So I was really kind of touched to see behind the scenes and you defending me there. So
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah. And like we had mentioned before, they didn't really show our relationship in it, but we were very close right from day one. And we worked together for a lot of stuff. Even like the team lines were blurred with us because it didn't really matter. All of you out there who are watching Whiskey Wednesday, pester TBS. We want to see Between Two Nerds.
Yes. Do it. Do it. Clink drink.
Clink drink.
I need to refill my drink. And now we're at the time where MK fills her scotch. Stay nerdy, my friends.